Country star Glen Campbell, entertaining America and the world for generations. You know his songs, but do you know his story? After being diagnosed with Alzheimer's in 2011, he decided to go on a final goodbye tour. And now he and his family are sharing their journey in a brand new documentary.
What month do you think this is?
What is it? I don't know. Let's go look.
Okay. What time of the year? Are we in winter, spring, summer, or fall?
I don't worry about those
Don't
things.
worry about that.
I don't worry about them.
All right. Do you know the year? What year is
that's
it?
right. 1870, something like that.
No.
No, I don't pay attention to those things.
Okay.
But when it's needed, I take care of that.
And joining me now is Glen's wife, Glen Campbell. It's so great to meet you, and this documentary is so amazing. I mean, it's so wonderful because of his amazing career, and it's so sad. And I just wonder what you think when you see that snippet.
Well, it's heartwarming to see him when he's able to speak and sing and laugh and communicate, because right now he can't communicate anymore. He can say simple sentences like, "I love you," and he says to me sometimes, "We are so blessed." So he still has a sense of God, and he'll raise his hands and say, "Thank you, Lord." You know, he's just living in the moment and appreciating each moment. But I think it's important to know that even in stage 6 Alzheimer's, he has an awareness of God. He's a spiritual being, and he still knows who I am, and he can communicate in the universal languages of love, laughter, smiles, hugs, that kind of thing. But he doesn't understand a word I say to him.
Okay, but I think so many people listening to you right now are thinking to themselves, wow, that gives me peace to know that God is still in his life. I know on your first date, he prayed before you ate dinner, and you thought, okay, this is a God-fearing man, right?
Yes, I had been praying for the Lord to send me a Christian man that I could fall in love with, and he could be in love with me, and then Glen came into my life. But I forgot to ask that wasn't addicted to any substances, because God sent me a tiger, and it took a while, but you know, we both committed ourselves to the Lord, and God began to transform us, and we had a beautiful life together, and three children.
I want to talk about the caregiving of Alzheimer's, because this statistic is really scary. In 2013, 15.5 million family and friends provided 17.7 billion hours of unpaid care to those with Alzheimer's and other dementias, and that care valued at $220 billion. Kim, what are your tips? You've done this. You've lived with it. What are your tips for other people who are going through this?
Well, I guess, you know, reach out to your family and friends and tell them that you need help. You can't do it by yourself. It's not a one-person job. Initially, you know, it took one person to watch him round the clock, but then we started teaming up in teams of 2, because he could potentially become really agitated, and then you'd need someone to run interference to try to redirect him. So many people think that Alzheimer's is just losing your short-term memory and then your long-term memory, but there are a lot of other things that go along with it. There's hallucinations and paranoia, and
all of that is in this
visual
documentary.
Problems.
We started seeing that in the documentary back in 2011 and moving forward. Amazingly, he still went on this goodbye tour, and it is a fascinating documentary. I encourage everybody to go see this. It comes out on the 24th, which is just 3 days from now. Glen Campbell, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me.